Hello everyone, I hope you're doing fine. Just come back from work and sorry to be have no shoes because I wear shoes almost the whole day. Just want my feet to touch the floor because in my culture we always have the connection with the ground and that makes us feel better. I know some people don't believe in kind of African culture, but African culture we learn a lot of stuff too. Also, our grandparents, our ancestors for Africa always have a lot of traditional stuff they do, and they need to have no shoes, and you know, and it's just a traditional thing from Africa. Anyway, forget about my shoes, forget about the way I look. The thing I want to talk about is about a lot of people always ask, what's something is very good for Africa, compared to America. But let's talk about the natural life we have for Africa because people live more natural. That means they don't do a lot of technology. They don't do a lot of. I mean, people live like pig. I don't know if you know the culture for Africa. They call pygmy people. The people live on the bush and they do like almost everything on the bush. They get sick. They use like tree leaves. They have a lot of composition to do for get killed by any sick they have. And what they eat there, they eat more natural. That means they do a lot of hunting, fishing, and farming, and do everything they eat is more like fresh. And maybe the second thing is like they don't they don't they don't have to wash clothes on the machine. They wash clothes on the river, and they have a different way to live life for Africa. And the more happy that way because that's the way they live long time and they still living that way and they're happy about that. But for somebody else who come and see the way they live for years and years, that's the way some people live for the bush and they like a big happy family life and they build house with everything they can on the bush. They like use leaves, use tree, use wood for make the fire. Uh, Everything you can imagine come from the bush, and they try to be adapted by that. And the culture they have there is like they have medicine, traditional medicine, like every every plant over there means something. Every plant is for some reason. Every plant cure some, maybe malaria, maybe wound. If you get wound, they know exactly what kind of leaves or what tree you need to put on your wound for get heal. A lot of stuff just to tell you like life is over there too. And people are just happy that way. And I know they will be like more difficult because they're so used to walking with no shoes, and sometimes they don't have to cover all the body. They have just to cover the main part on the body, like they make some clothes with the leaves, you know, and they just if I tell people like time they brush the teeth, they have many ways to brush the teeth. They have like they get like three uh, like one stick, and they make the stick look like brush, and they brush the teeth with that. This is more like typical Africa natural life. you know but now, if we're talking about the city for Africa, for me, I think the city is nothing impressed on the city if somebody come from America, because the city is nothing very, it's a lot of population, it's a lot of life on the city is not all, it's not disciplined life like America. Like everybody know it's turn to cross the street, it's turn to wait on the office, it's turn to maybe let the kids cross the street first, maybe shopping, like we have different places to get, like we have like Walmart and all that. And you'll see like for Africa a lot of things on the street. I mean, you want to buy tomatoes, it's on the street. You want to do what is on the street. Difficult to go through every town to get anything you want because it's too much traffic. That's the first thing about. I want to talk first about Africa, for the place I come from most of the time. But that's why you will see people always have, people don't ever have some relationship with Africa. People will tell you Africa people don't have that much, but they're so happy. I mean, they're so grateful for the little thing they have because they don't ever grow up on a place where it's easy to have everything. It's not easy to have everything, but they work very strong. They're not like strong workers because they don't have opportunity. America gives the population here to have better life, and someone they give them that opportunity to get life. They decide to not work. That's different for Africa. People looking for work because one thing, it's not easy to have a job there, and for make money is difficult because the country is just, I don't want to go through all the details, but nothing is fair for Africa most of the time. Most countries for Africa, the human beings don't have more value like here. And I used to say, I don't want to open everything up, but imagine something like you're in the city and something happened to you. You want to call the cops to come and help you for any reason, like they need to come and save your life, or domestic violence, or whatever situation. They don't ever show up. It's difficult for see a police guy or some everything fair. It's a lot of corruption. I don't like to go through that, but that's true. And life is like the 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 put people like do you mean people don't have no CV, how can I say that, like time you drive the car, right? Time you drive the car, and you need to make sure you respect the one in front of you. You need to make sure you respect the sign. You need to make sure that a lot of people don't really mind, don't really care about respecting the way to drive. I mean, the driving part is like everybody just do the way they want on the road, on the street, And it's the same with it's the same like house. People build house, and sometimes they just build house on the wrong place. A lot of accident happen, or they build house like you can't find any house the way you do for America. Like you have an address for each house. You're able to take a map and know the place you're going. But for Africa, house packed between house. I mean, sometimes it's no way to walk through any house because they just park on one place and they don't have any number street or number house. No. Most place for Africa, if people don't honest, it's not like America. No. America, every place you have an address, you're able to just follow the address and the map, and you'll be on the place. The store, like the like place like bar, We'll talk about bar too, like people go drink and get drunk and stuff like that. It's all over the street. I mean, the kids do not really say they will be seeing co-op people drinking and done crazy, do some stuff on the street because everything is up and up on the street, on the city, you know. And most of the time they don't want to tell that, but that's the truth, right? But now the different too, the good thing about Africa, we value family, and that's something I want to bring up because people think like everything is just about negative. No, I told you about the people live on the bush. The very good people know how to keep the culture, and that's why I want to tell people every year from America say time you see an African person, you can't just tell them to turn completely American because African people have culture they want to and they keep it forever. Wow. We keep the culture forever. That means we have some stuff you can't stay away from your culture, you know. And the same time like America have its own culture where everybody try to respect. Then we have our own culture too. Like you can try to change it. Like time to talk about polygamy. It's okay for Africa for men to have many women. It's okay for Africa for men to, men is the one have a power for everything, but sometimes they abuse too much to the point they don't respect women. And I'm not gonna say it's right for them to do that, but for Africa, they think like it's right for men to just be no, I mean, no respect his woman and have more women if he want to. It's like it's okay for that. But anyway, I just want to bring this up, say. And sometimes the other thing I want to say, Africa people family have a big family. That means you'll see a house with many, many, many people, maybe 20 people, maybe 50 people. It's not just the people come from the mother and father. Sometimes it's cousin. It's a cousin come from far away on the family, but they come and live there because for Africa, everybody have the right to stay on the family place. The mother, the father, the grandfather, the grandmother, they need to stay together. It's something about that I like it too, because that's the big difference I see from America, or I don't know. For America, it's like people don't really have that close with family. Sometimes, it's something really make me sad a little bit. You have kids, the kids don't really care if the parents are okay, and sometimes they stay years and years and don't see the parents, stuff like that. And you have a sister and brother that don't ever be around together, all that stuff that don't exist. We don't have a lot of money for Africa, but we more like we share everything. As if you make you make a sandwich for yourself. You need to make sure that sandwich you will share that with everybody around you. You can't just eat the sandwich in front of people and don't share it. Then that's why we're more social people. Africa people, we're more social and we're more happy. That means a little thing make us happy. I just want to share that and say, um, for America, I really appreciate some few things. The thing I appreciate most is the kids grow up very fast here. They go to school. They're able to find a job on the side and save some money for go to college. I mean, life is more faster here than Africa. For Africa, kids go to school. Sometimes they will be staying with the parents to like almost 35 years because no way to get a job, no way to have a life. Sometimes they bring wife on the family with the kids, and it's difficult. And because the culture, not the culture, most of the time it's the government situation, like they don't want to help people to grow up. Like every year they give a lot of opportunity for people. Africa, they don't do. They try to keep everything together for just rich people stay rich and poor people stay poor, stuff like that. And what else I want to talk about? Like, if you have over here, whatever you go to school or not, you're able to have little, like, small job on the side. And if you want to go to school, you're able to go to school but get paid. You're able to pay for the school a little bit for whatever thing you want to do. That's something very, very good on this country. And most of the time, I used to feel like people have choice here. I don't know why, but they have choice to work and they have choice to no work. And something I'm surprised, like how somebody can just be healthy and they don't want to work. And for us, for Africa, we have a lot of trouble to find a little job. It's for the store or for the Walmart place or Subway. Get a little job like that. It's like if you don't know nobody can hire you. Just to say, over here they give a lot of chance for people to grow up fast. Mm. And the second thing, the other thing I don't like too about a little bit about America culture is the people. It's like you stay with your neighbor today, you're able to stay with your neighbor forever, but you know, ever come around and be nice with you, or if they're nice with you, the next day they do like they don't see you. I mean, everybody's more individual people. And I understand too, you can't just open your door for anybody because a lot of people don't understand like the culture here is like everybody very afraid for everybody. It's like everybody don't want no contact with anybody that much. But for Africa, time you have a neighbor is like your brother, neighbor is like your sister. I mean, the first thing happens to you, the neighbors will be the first one to come and help you. Then it's a lot of story about between America and Africa, but America is very good country because they really make people grow up and they help people want to make it. And just want to share this. Maybe next video I'll keep continue, but I just come back to work so tired. Just sharing this. I'm so proud to be here. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so grateful to be here with everything going on for this country. Because a lot of things in this country, people respect the rules. People treat people with respect. People, time I say people mean the country. That means if you have the right, you have a right. If you do something wrong and you'll be paid for what you do wrong. But if you try to do the right thing, the country will help you to grow up. Then whatever is difficult, we need to pay the bill all the time. After you start working a lot, it's a lot of bill you need to do, but it's okay. It's better than being on the place where you don't you go to school, you come back and you can't find a job and just stay on your parents' house forever. Yeah. Then I want to share this and say, if America person or whatever who want to go to Africa, the best place for you I recommend you is the village, is the country. On the country we have a natural ocean, we have a natural bush, we have an animal, elephant, lion, a lot of stuff like that is more natural for you to discover. But if you say you want to go to the city, you'll be disappointed because nothing is nothing will make you feel like wow, I see something different. Maybe you'll be like, oh my, how people live this way. That's the way you'll be. But the other thing is that African people the more uh, welcome. But for America, I don't know, for the little place I go before, small town the very welcome people, but big city people that just no welcome. Then that's why I always told my friend or I always told my family, say the best place to live for America for me, I think it's the little town. The big city, you have everything you need, but people that just, it's a lot of, people don't really care. You can't stay there forever. Your neighbor don't ever say hi to you. You don't ever say hi for your neighbor. It's just like you always stranger with your neighbor, whatever. You stay around your neighbor for years and years. Then that's something we don't know for Africa. And that's why time we come America or whatever country we go, we have that problem to be used to. And after we used to it, fine. And we understand, everybody be his country the way they want. And we need to be the one try to make stuff work for us here. And just want to say that. And God bless you all. Take care and bye.